Performing due diligence is a tricky assessment to carry out at the best of times. However, in some types of relationships, it does go up a few levels, especially when it's hard to determine who is the end customer. In today's video, we will be taking a look at what is correspondent banking and why such services are considered high risk. Hello and welcome to another KYC Lookup video where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. So, what is correspondent banking? Correspondent banking is the provision of banking services by one bank, the correspondent bank, to another bank, the respondent bank. By establishing multiple correspondence relationships globally, banks can undertake international financial transactions for themselves and for their customers in jurisdictions where they have no physical presence. Large international banks typically act as correspondents for thousands of other banks around the world. Respondent banks obtain a wide range of services through the correspondent relationship, including cash management, international wire transfer of funds, check clearing, payable through accounts, and foreign exchange services. The services offered by a correspondent bank to a smaller, less well-known bank may be restricted to non-credit cash management services. However, some banks may offer a number of credit-related products, such as letters of credit and business accounts for credit card transactions. Why is correspondent banking vulnerable to money laundering? Correspondent banking is considered high risk due to two main reasons. The amount of money that flows through correspondent accounts can pose a significant threat to financial institutions, as they possess large volumes of transactions for their customer's customer. This makes it more difficult to identify the suspect transactions, as a financial institution generally does not have the information on the actual parties conducting the transaction to know whether they are usual. Correspondent banking relationships create a situation in which a financial institution carries out financial transactions on behalf of customers of another institution. This indirect relationship means that the correspondent bank provides services for individuals or entities for which it has neither verified the identities nor obtained any first-hand knowledge. Additional risks associated with correspondent banking are determining the effectiveness of the respondent bank's AML controls can also be a challenge. While requesting compliant questionnaires will provide some comfort, such as the Wolfsberg Correspondent Banking Due Diligence Questionnaire, the correspondent bank is still very reliant on the respondent doing some due diligence on the customer to allow the use of correspondent accounts. Some banks offering correspondent facilities may not ask their respondents about the extent to which they offer such facilities to other institutions. This last item adds another layer and means the correspondent bank is even further removed from knowing the identities or business activity of these sub-respondents, or even the types of financial services provided. What are the potential consequences for not governing correspondent banking relationships effectively? Banks and financial institutions leave themselves totally open to a range of adverse factors, such as loss of business and loss of customer confidence, local regulatory authority fines, reputational damage, restrictions on financial activity, and impact to share price if publicly listed. Is there an example of bad correspondent banking governance? Yes. A very good recent example is the Danske Bank money laundering scandal. The Estonia branch of the Danish bank were responsible for facilitating suspicious transactions totaling over $200 billion between 2007 and 2015, with the funds coming from the proceeds of criminal activity from countries such as Russia, Estonia, and Latvia. Although it is still unclear what fines or sanctions Danske Bank will face from regulators, in the past year, Danske has increased the number of employees engaged in preventing financial crime, improved KYC controls, so they are more effective and efficient, and delivered training to all employees to enable them to better identify and manage potential financial crime risks. Let's recap. Correspondent banking is the provision of banking services by one bank, the correspondent bank, to another bank, the respondent bank. Large international banks typically act as correspondents for thousands of other banks around the world. Well, there you have it, a basic introduction to what is correspondent banking and why such services are considered high risk. Please tell us in the comments section what is your interpretation of correspondent banking, and if you think it's fair to be considered such services as high risk. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.